On January 2025, I posted a video with the title, I have burnout and it's not fun. In this video, I shared my initial feelings on burnout. At the time, the best way I could describe it was a combination of stress, disappointment, and feeling lost. Over time, my burnout got worse, which was quite the odd experience, taking into consideration that I wasn't working anymore, yet all of the bad feelings seemed to become stronger. The first couple of weeks, I remember not being able to do anything. All I could do was sleep. And then, after those weeks of just sleeping all the time, I decided that I couldn't go on like this, and so I picked up coding. Since I had all of this free time now, I could use it to learn how to code and become a full-stack web developer. That way, all of this time sitting at home, being tired all the time, wasn't wasted. Even when I started to notice that coding wasn't for me, as I found it incredibly boring, I kept on doing it. Why? To not feel lost. To not feel like I was wasting my time. To feel like I was working towards something. It turns out, though, that forcing yourself to do something when you don't enjoy it during a burnout is a very bad idea. After I decided to stop, which took me months, my feelings of being lost increased even more. I felt useless. I felt that no matter what I do, I'd never get out of this burnout. I was disappointed in myself, disappointed in life. If working so hard for years on end got me here, what was it all for? My mother put it best when she said I lost my spark. If you feel like no matter what you do that it's all for nothing, that makes life very hard. The worst part of it all was that I was just so incredibly tired all day, every day. If I look back at the 8 months I've been experiencing burnout, the thing that got to me the most was being completely exhausted all the time. It impacts your everyday life, your mood, and also how you treat others around you. Everything in life becomes too much due to the exhaustion you're experiencing. That leads me to the title of this video. I'm starting to feel better. These last 8 months were truly awful. I experienced little to no joy in my life for a long stretch of time, but a spark in my life is starting to come back. It's still small and needs to be nurtured. I still need to take it easy every day, but instead of being constantly exhausted, I'm starting to get a bit of energy back. Even after going for long walks or having friends over, I still have enough energy to just live my life and not sleep the rest of the day. It might seem small, but for me, that's a major improvement. For months, even if I did nothing, I had to sleep all day, let alone if I had to do something social. And it's not just having more energy. Now that I'm not so exhausted all the time anymore, I finally have time again to dream and explore my hobbies. I finally have time again to think about my future. I finally have time again to plan my life. This is another major improvement for me, because even before my burnout, I felt incredibly stuck in life. I felt stuck in my job and I had no idea how to get out of it. All I wanted to do was escape my current life. I made plans that I didn't think through because all I cared about was getting out of there, no matter what. Now that I'm starting to feel better, my mind is clearing up and I'm able to make better plans. For one, Japan is not the way out. My plan was to escape to Japan because according to my old self, everything was better there. I was going to teach English there and escape all of my problems. Sure, the pay was low, but I was going to be in the country that stole my heart. Naturally, this is a bunch of nonsense. Sure, Japan is a fun country to be in, but not for life. As a foreigner, Japan is not the place to be. You'll never be one of them. You'll never be truly accepted there. And it's not just that. My values changed. I don't want to be an ALT, teaching English in Japan as the white clown. Sure, if you're in your early 20s, that might be fine, but I'm hitting 30s soon. My values and aspirations are changing. I have therefore decided to book a vacation to Japan in October this year for 2 weeks, and I'm going to visit all of the places that I visited during my college days in Japan. That way, I'm able to say goodbye to it all. Now, am I 100% sure what I'll do next? Absolutely not. But I do have some ideas. For one, my first goal is to move out of my parents' house next year. I'm shooting for an apartment in a new apartment complex that is currently being built rather close to my current home. My second goal is to get an easy job that is fully or at least partially remote. I don't really care about what kind of job it is, as long as I won't hold as many responsibilities as I did in my previous job. I just want to clock in, do my work without having too much interaction with other people, and then once I get home I want to be done with my work. To many that might sound normal, but to me that sounds like one heck of a luxury. As a teacher, you're never done when you get home. I'm sure that eventually I'll get more dreams and goals, but for now, this sounds great. I always thought that I wanted to flee from my hometown. I felt like I needed to travel the world in order to truly be satisfied. But fleeing is not the answer. I like it here. Sure, I want to see more of the world and will therefore travel to many countries during my lifetime. But I can't deny that I like my hometown and that the only reason I wanted to leave is because I wanted to flee from my job and the vicious cycle it created. I felt like that was the only way, but after my burnout, I'm starting to realize that life is more nuanced. Finally, if you'd be so kind to click on the like button and also click on the subscribe button, that'd be amazing. Don't forget to click on the little bell when subscribing though, because you won't get notifications to any of my videos otherwise. Thank you for watching.